What is light? We don't really have an answer for it. Not a comprehensive one, at least. We argue about what it is, or science argues about what it is, as far as I know, and there's no complete answer for it at this point. Is it a wave? Is it a particle? Does it have tendencies like a wave, but it's actually a particle? Does it have tendencies like a particle, but it's actually a wave? Is it sometimes one and sometimes the other? Is it neither? Is it something new? Well, it can't be something new because it's been here all along. We don't really understand completely what light is. We can't agree on it, but we know that it's there. We know when light is there. Our bodies are built to know when light is there, and we know that we have to have it in order to live. This kind of mysterious thing that we know some things about, but not all things, is required for us to live. We can detect it, but we're not really 100% sure what it is. It's a mystery. It's a mystery that maybe we will solve completely one day, but that word mystery, at least in our English language, I don't know about other modern languages, it's kind of lost its complete meaning. When we think of mysteries, we think of crime novels or true crime podcast or Law and Order or CSI or any of the other 1,000 detective shows out there. We've come to think about mysteries as something that we can solve if we just put enough thought, work, gusto into it. But that's not what the word mystery originally meant. In the Greek, the word is mysterion. And what a mysterion is something that you will never completely be able to understand. It's a problem that will never, ever, ever, ever be solved. So when we talk about the mystery of God, for example, what that means is that even if we spend our entire lives learning and relearning and seeing in new ways about who God is and experiencing God and teaching about God and reading and living in God's way of life, we can never fully know everything there is to know. There are layers upon layers upon layers of the mystery. And it's not something that will ever, ever, ever be solved by us, at least on this side of Jordan. The mystery is that we will never be able to completely understand it. In John chapter 1, verse 5, and you're going to read this after the video, there's a familiar passage, at least to me. This is when John starts talking about Jesus as the light of the world. Starts talking about how Jesus is the light and Jesus shines into the darkness. This is another Greek thing. They love to do these things. Instead of putting things into plain language, what they like to do is talk about opposites. It's a very Greek thing. So Jesus isn't dark. Christ isn't in the darkness. Christ is light. And the light shines into the darkness. This is John chapter 1, verse 5. The light shines into the darkness, but, or and, because those words are interchangeable in Greek and sometimes they change the meaning. The light shines in the darkness, but the darkness does not contemplano it. I have to look at my notes. Catalambano it. The darkness does not catalambano the light. Now this word, catalambano, it's translated in different ways through different translations of the Bible. It's a Greek word that has kind of a breadth of meaning. There are different ways to translate this, and it gets into the mystery of God. Because what catalambano can mean is understand. The light shines in the darkness, but the darkness does not understand it. That's a beautiful meaning. How about this? It can also mean to overtake, and really to take over by force. So the light shines in the darkness, but the darkness cannot overtake it. The darkness cannot take it by force. Whoa! That's a completely different meaning then the darkness simply does not understand it. Or how about this? The light shines in the darkness, but the darkness is not eager to take it on. It's not the same meaning either. So which is it? Is it that the light shines in the darkness, but the darkness doesn't understand it, doesn't comprehend it, doesn't take it over by force, or simply doesn't want to take it and isn't eager to do so, to comprehend it, to attain it, to be able to understand it? This is the mystery of God, that there's a light, and the light is Christ, and there's darkness, and the darkness is not able to understand it, overtake it, attain it, take it eagerly, comprehend it, any of these things. Now, we don't know really what light is, but we do know what light does. Light exposes things. It nourishes. It guides things. It points out things. It blinds you if you use it wrong. It warms you up. It causes you to be able to see things. And sometimes it can burn you. So if Christ is the light of the world, which of those is the light doing? Is it exposing things? Is Christ exposing things in the world? Is it guiding things? Is Christ guiding the world? Is it causing the world to see something different and better? Is it burning things? Is it blinding people? The answer is, yeah. That's what the light of the world is doing. The light shines in the darkness, but the darkness doesn't understand it because it's pointing things out. It's causing us to see things that we never understood before. The darkness is not over to take it because the light is so powerful. It binds, it burns. And the light doesn't take it, the darkness doesn't take the light too eagerly because it guides them. It points things out. The world, the light of the world, is doing all these things at the same time to the world. And let's not overlook that of the world thing, because it's not saying the light is the light of the people of God. It's not saying that. It's saying that the light is the light of the world, the entire world. When this is being written, you have to remember the Jewish context of this, that there was a group of people that are specially chosen by God, but it's not saying that. It's saying the entire world, that through Christ, God is opening up this reconciliation, this consolation to the entire world and not just one group of people. The mystery is going deeper. God is doing new things through Christ. New layers of the mystery are being exposed. New layers are being pointed towards, guided. And it's all because of this light in the world. What's great is that later, Christ even says that you are the light of the world. That you are the one who is out there pointing and exposing. Hope you're not burning people. Hope you're not blinding people if you misuse it. But you are the light of the world, as Christ is the light of the world. And the darkness just simply doesn't understand it. And you are the light of the world, and Christ is the light of the world, and the darkness cannot overcome it.